Back in 2022, this man was selling out theatres right across the world, including here in Perth and around Australia. Well, they are back in 2024. This Monday at the Regal Theatre, it is the World in Musicals in concert. Ciaran Olohan is one of the stars of the show, and he joins me on the phone right now. Ciaran, morning to you, afternoon to you.
Well, afternoon to you too. Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be back in Perth.
Are you enjoying the Irish-like conditions that we've got for you on hand?
Well, I tell you, if we got weather like this in Ireland in our summertime, we'd be considering ourselves lucky. So we're not doing too bad so far.
Beautiful. Last time you were out here, 2022, but you've been here countless times before. What is it about Australia that keeps you coming back?
Well, I have to say, it's a wonderful country to tour in. It's a wonderful country to work in, because there's a wonderful tradition of not only musical theatre, but music, acting, performance in general. There's so many wonderful theatres all over the country. I mean, we're dealing with a huge country here, and to get so many, the standard of the theatres is so high. There's beautiful theatres in the cities, there's beautiful theatres in the regional areas. So it's a real pleasure to tour around and to work in Australia. And probably the nicest thing is the audiences. We have met some wonderful people over the last number of years when we've been coming here. And a lovely thing I like about Australian audiences here are they're very forthcoming about sharing their own experience of musical theatre and performance. So when we come out after the show and meet audiences to say goodnight as they go home in the foyer of the theatre, people are very confidently coming up to us and sharing experiences with us and having conversations and stuff like that. So it all adds to the positive experience of it, and it just makes it all worthwhile and makes it all the more enjoyable.
Back in 2018, you released your own debut album, and then you've transitioned into this. Is musical theatre your favourite genre of music? But obviously you've got a lot out there. But is this the number one for you?
I mean, I absolutely love it, and I consider myself very lucky to be kind of working and performing in this genre. But I suppose I'm very lucky to have come from a very musical background where I was exposed to a lot of different types of music from a very young age. So my grandmother was an opera singer, my mother was a musical theatre, classical singer, my father was a folk musician, my grandfather was an actor and a comedian. So there wasn't a day that went by that a guitar
just didn't show up somewhere in the family.
Oh yeah, there was always one in the corner of any room in the house, and so it didn't take long to wander its way into my hands. But I mean, to be fair, I've considered myself very lucky with this show in particular, with the World of Musicals. We have taken it all over the world, and we've seen some amazing places and met some amazing people through it. So that's really would have it at the top of my list at the moment. I do consider myself very lucky, and it's a great show. It's lots of fun. It's very colourful. It's upbeat. So it's never a chore, and it's always a pleasure.
All the hits from all the musicals in one show. Do you have a favourite?
Geez, you're hitting me with all the hard questions today. I'm not. I would be an old soul at heart. So favourite musicals of mine would always be the likes of Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera. I love some of the old standards from Rodgers and Hammerstein, like Guys and Dolls and South Pacific, and all of which are kind of showcased in this show. We take extracts and songs and pieces from as far back as Gilbert and Sullivan, move it all the way through wonderful classics from Andrew Lloyd Webber, Kander and Ebb, all the way up to modern classics like The Greatest Showman. We've got some rock and roll pieces in there from the new Meatloaf musical, Bat Out of Hell, and everything and anything in between. So hopefully when you're coming to this show in particular, there's something that will cater for everybody, and hopefully something will be your favourite, and someone will pick a song that, I love that one, and I'd go and see that again or whatever. So it's a great show. It's just lots of fun.
As much as I would love to see it, you're not the only man up there on stage singing the songs of the musicals. You've got a real star-studded cast alongside you. You want to talk a little bit about them?
Absolutely. I have a wonderful, wonderful lineup this year. There's 11 of us in the cast. We have a really wide plethora of talent on show, with some wonderful classical singers, with some wonderful musical theatre singers, rock and roll singers, pop singers, with some amazing dancers. We've even got a some wonderful acrobatics in there, all together in one ensemble and one show that's always moving. And it's wonderful. We've been on tour in Australia for the last 3 months now. We're actually bringing the tour to an end here in Perth. Monday night is our last show of the tour, so we're very excited to be back in Perth, very excited to be back in the Regal Theatre in Subiaco. But also, it's an exciting sort of occasion for us because it's our last show in Australia. So it's really one not to be missed. And this is such a wonderful cast. The talent is absolutely through the roof. We're singing some amazing songs that have been favourites of people for a long time. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, now's the time. Get online. It's you can contact the theatre, the Regal Theatre, or you can look at our website, www.theworldofmusicals.com, and check out tickets because it's not to be missed. And we're so happy to be back in WA and performing in Perth again.
You're doing all the promotion for me. I absolutely love it. One final question, Ciaran. You mentioned dancers in there. Are we maybe going to see a dance that involves a river at this show?
Not on this occasion. But,
I thought we might be in with occasion. A shot. Last one of the tour. You know, the Irish jig might come out.
Listen, lad, let's put it this way. I wouldn't rule anything out.
There we go.
When the spirits are high, you never know. You never know. So that's just another reason you'll have to come to the show in the hope that you might see a little bit of Irish magic in there as well.
I'm expecting a chant to just start up. River dance, river dance, river dance.
You never know. Stranger things have happened.
Exactly right. The World in Musicals in concert. It's happening this Monday at the Regal Theatre. Where can you get tickets again, Ciaran?
You can straight on our website. Very simple. theworldofmusicals.com. All tickets and all the information about the cast, about the show, about the theatres is all there, and just at the touch of a button. So if you've seen the show before and you're coming again, you can expect a new sort of program with more of your favourite musical theatre hits. But if you haven't seen the show, we really encourage you to come along as well. It's very relaxed. It's a lovely atmosphere. We encourage crowd participation. We encourage singing along, clapping along, dancing along. Just really whatever you want to, whatever your experience of the theatre is, you can relax, you can get involved. So it's lots of fun. It's a great night for all the family, all ages, and we hope to see old friends and hopefully make a few new ones.
Ciaran, thank you so much for coming on and having a quick chat. We really do appreciate it. Have a great show on Monday, and wherever the jig takes you, hopefully it's somewhere that you want to go.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It's lovely to chat to you and appreciate taking the time.